that a strange time to try something new this late in the season? Or
yeah, it is. I mean, I was thinking a little bit. I really wanted to try to get under 3 personally with an ERA, so I was sitting there second guessing for a minute, is this the time to try to mess with all this stuff? But ultimately I'm trying to find something that allows me to gradually maintain and gain feel for all my pitches and stuff, so I feel like we found a really good routine tonight. So
how good does it feel to throw the ball where you have these last few outings heading into the postseason?
Yeah, I hit a little rough stretch for a minute through the summer and the mid-months, but my last handful I felt really good, getting more consistent with the shapes of all the pitches, and that's the biggest thing. As long as the shapes are what I expect or, what I want them to do, then I know what I can work with and I know how to, manage the misses and stuff. But there's days where, pitches are going all over the place. You normally have good feel, so you essentially become a 2-pitch pitcher and it makes it pretty difficult. So I like where I'm at now. Yeah, it's always good for you. I mean, especially my last outing, only going 5 innings is not ideal, but, you manage a lot of traffic on base. I think I stranded 10-plus runners or so. But those are, realistic situations, and especially in the postseason, you're going to find yourself in those jams here and there, and if you don't go through it for a long time, it's it could be shocking. So it's good to get a little bit of that. You never want it, but whenever it happens, there is something positive to be gained from it. So
you got under the 3 ERA, so that's going to feel good.
Yeah, it does. It's my first time getting under 3. There is times in the year like that stretch of of struggles I think went on too long, and I got to do a better job of finding out what the fixes are and adjustments. But that's why nights like tonight, like a little trial and error with the warm up, maybe I found something that'll save a little bit of juice and help me maintain throughout the course of the season. So there's always something to be learned, but yeah, trial and error is the biggest thing for me.
Your final regular season start, how amped are you right now to make your next start?
Yeah, it's all about recovery right now. We've already started looking at the Mets and Braves lineups and watching some video on them, so not trying to look too far in advance, but right back to work tomorrow on video in preparation for those guys, and try to get the body as healed up and recovered as I can by Saturday or Sunday, whatever day I'll get.
How do you approach this start, given, yesterday was obviously a fun one, and this start, it might have been for a lot until yesterday, and then it wasn't necessarily for very much. How did you lock in the approach?
I don't think anybody's going out there now looking at the schedule like, if we lose these 2, we have a chance to play them. If we win these 2, we're going to play them. We want to build momentum and continue to gain traction with what we've been doing lately. So it was important. I would love to stay and celebrate and make it a real long night, but I had my fun, and I was really focused on finishing the season strong and trying to still make some improvements on some things I wanted to work on. So yeah, if I don't throw the next day, maybe I'd party a little harder yesterday, but I had a good time, and we're going to do it a couple more times this year, so I'll enjoy the next few even more.
We'd actually been talking about the last couple of days, and he tied me the other day, so I was telling him, I was like, I got to get one more before so I can have the lead when I'm out of here. So I was able to do that, which was nice.
Like there's a little bit of hangover today, maybe literally?
Maybe literally, maybe. Well, the nice thing is we can win on a hangover, which is nice.
How nice was it to not scoreboard watch for a change?
Yeah, that was nice. I did not look at the scoreboard for the first time in about 2 weeks, so that was good. Just go out there and play the game, and it's nice to have these last 3 games with where we can relax a little bit, go out there, get our work in that we need to get ready for the playoffs, and finish the season strong.
How important is momentum in going into a playoff?
I think it's important. I think it can go both ways at times. I think you've seen some good and bad with it, but momentum's obviously good. If we can get to playing well here these last few games, that'd be nice going into the playoffs.
How long do you think your record is last game?
Hopefully another 2 games until next year.
Thanks, Will.
Yeah, we were going to use Josh either today or tomorrow, and that would be it for him. So had him up, but once it got to 7-0, did something different, but got him in there, and he'll have some days off for postseason starts, and gets the adrenaline going for the last time out. So good for him. Unfortunately, Timmy didn't have his best outing of the year, but he's been really good for us this year. You look at his body of work and righties, lefties, ground balls. Just had a little bit of an off outing command-wise today, but it's too bad it happened to him today.
How impressive was Joe today, and how encouraging has it been to see what he's done his last few outings?
Yeah, that's going into you want that last one to be good going into to the postseason. So it was really good for him. I know he'll take a lot of confidence from that. It was really it seemed really easy there for him there for a while. Had really good command of his breaking ball. Good changeup today. Good fastball when he needed it.
What would it mean for you guys if you could get Trent going these last few games going into the postseason?
Huge. He's going to get some at-bats here. So, sometimes it only takes a hit or two to joggle the memory a little bit, because he's done some really good things here. Tough season for him. Still has some homers, still has some big hits. Hopefully a couple games get him going, because he's a key piece for us.
You're not going to have a lot of time to kind of evaluate Brandon Dixon given how short he's been up here. But what are some things you're kind of looking for in that? Like, I assume
The swing is short. You know, you feel like he's going to do some damage up there. Obviously, he's done a ton of it in AAA this year, AA and AAA this year. So, you know, he'll get some at-bats here, too, in the last few games to hopefully we get a little better handle on it.